Still don't know what's going on with my freaking video though. Let's see. Method. No. No. Filters. No. I don't fucking know. Whatever. This is so weird. What's up, YouTube? As you can tell, I'm here, but I'm not here. And I don't know why. Maybe I gotta disconnect my camera. Let me see something quick. Yeah, I'm still not here. I'm here, but I'm not. So, no mic. Or no mic. No camera today. No problem. Doesn't bother me regardless. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone had a good holiday. Maybe got together with some family, some friends. Maybe just relaxed on your own. Reboot the engines a little bit. Day off of work. That's all that matters. Let's take a quick little peek here. I'm still indifferent about what's about to happen. But I don't, whatever's supposed to happen, I don't know if it's going to happen today or if it's going to wait till Sunday or Monday. And just squeeze a little bit more. We are in a rejection zone, right? This is Cardano. We're starting here because I don't know, it was open and I've been liking trading it. So you're going to deal with it. Let's go 2 hour. We're still in that 2 hour order block, guys, right? We're still here. It is here. We do have 1 hour supply, right? But the supply's pretty much been mitigated, so that's why I'm looking at the order block, because that wasn't mitigated. It is now, but it wasn't, right? And we were having a tough time getting above it. Pulling some fractal structure here on the hourly, just quick. I don't know if that's gonna make it, so we're just gonna do this. That we do take this high. Retest on the hourly. I don't know. I don't know what its plan is right now. But looking at the 15, you can see the structure better. Alls we did here, guys, is if you... Actually, let's go to the 5 quick. No, what was the 3? Yep. Yeah, the 3. So we had supply. We tapped it. Then it decided it wanted to SFP the high and take this order block. And now that was our real signal to be going short there. And then on top of that, we do that, we come down, we come up, we SFP, we break bearish again, and then we come right back. That's all. Nothing crazy, nothing special. But we do come right back. Where is the structure I'm looking for here? 5? Man, a nutshell. And I'm sure there's an order block in here somewhere. Fibberoonie, let's see. 786, didn't close above the 886. You rotate down, but we bounced within the 5 minute, right? So we came down internally, did not close below the low, and then we bounce. Whether or not we're going to go higher, I don't know right now. I don't know. It's not even 10 o'clock. We got some local bullish divergence. 4 hour, I mean, this could still, this could definitely still pop a little bit. But volume's going to be low. Holiday was yesterday, and whether the markets are open today or not doesn't matter to me because this is a holiday, right? It's this whole Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday until Asia opens. The volume's going to be shitty. I think. I'm not saying we're not going to get moves, but I don't know if I'm going to get the setups I prefer. But we'll know in the next 15 to 45 minutes if we're going to start moving. Typically, that 10:15 to 10:45, we'll start getting something. So let's see if we can find something. But the other thing that we have here, let's go to the hourly. High, low, high, break, boom. You know, I mean, obviously it's an unconfirmed, but you know, we're in a range, right? We're still in a range. So on the hourly, excuse me. Didn't come into the fib. It shouldn't really make too much of a difference, but okay. Just making sure. Yeah, we didn't come down. We didn't touch the fib. We didn't get into this order block. I don't even know what it is. Maybe a 2 hour. It is a 2 hour. Beautiful. But we did, like I said, we did break bearish. So I wouldn't be surprised, excuse me, if we do take this zone and rotate down. Right, because in theory, I'm just going to start here. Mitigated or not, until we close above this 2 hour high with a 2 hour candle. For me, we're bearish, right? Because this is just a bearish flag, right? There's a bearish retest for a continuation to come back down to the low. In my opinion, come down to this golden pocket. What is it, 37 cents? Yeah, 37.52. I would love for that to happen today, right? I would love to get a little piece of the pie today, make a little money on a Friday. You won't hear a complaint out of me if that happens, and you won't hear a complaint if we rip either, to the upside, that is. But the 15's bearish. The 45, the 30, up to the 1 hour, right? I drew that before. I'll just do it from here, right? Boom, boom, boom. We do take the high. We break. We retest. You know, if we're going to reject, you know, this order block, the 786 makes sense for a continuation. But because the 2 hour is still bullish, right? We don't have my 2 candle rule here, but this is what it looks like. So if we were to come down, mitigate this, and then bounce, that makes sense, right? That looks pretty too. And then I'll be looking for longs here. But it's kind of not the best, right? This was the short. Ideally, perfect world, you know, TP right here. But we had a little order block here that we smacked our, not smacked our heads on. We landed on our feet, and we bounced, and we came back up, and then we grabbed this guy. Ooh, right? Little extra, but we did. So, what is Brian thinking? Brian's thinking he hates trading holidays and weekends. That's what he's thinking. Well, not Sundays. I love Sundays. Saturdays below, though. 99% of the time. The low volume gets me. Gets me every time. I gotta freaking do that thing today to get the Black Friday stuff. I'll do that after this. I'll go buy it. But yeah, guys. I mean, I don't have all these middle time frames because I gotta re-up the trading view. So I apologize. You know, daily, we haven't quite hit the lick with fib, with the fib on log and the chart on log, obviously. But if you take it off, you know, we did come in. But I can't help but look. We got bearish curvature, right? It's still coming down. Money flow is still coming out. Now, we don't know what's going to break until it already does, right? But, I mean, until we get up here and do something like this, like as long as this money flow is still kind of in the red like this, I have to assume that we're going to at least have a little hiccup here, right? A little hiccup, and I would love to come down to the fib that's on log. That's at 37.50. You know what I don't have up? The chat. So give me a second. Not that anybody's in here and wants to talk to me, but let me check it. I would love to come down. Oh, nice. We got a couple peoples in here. Fluff, Kelch, Kelechi, whatever it is. What's up, guys? I don't want to have that on. We got cool. What are you guys thinking? How was your holiday, first and foremost? How was your holiday, guys? And if you didn't have a holiday, how was your Thursday? Because I wasn't here. Weekly, it's extended, right? It's definitely extended, but there's no reason we can't pop here, and there's no reason we can't do this and pop here. There's no reason we can't do this and pop here. And I don't mean all-time highs necessarily. I'm just saying it would make sense for this to kind of cool a little bit, come down, come up, grab some liquidity if that is the goal, to then come a little bit further down, and or just start forming a range so we can, really figure out what's going to happen here. But we are scooping up a lot of this liquidity on this wick, which is awesome. Let's see. Let me hop down to these lower time frames again. I just want to see, because it makes sense for me for it to dump. So I would love. The problem is we missed it up here. Bearish divergence, local 5-minute. Good bit 3-minute too. Yep, money flow is looking pretty decent, but I really don't care about that because everything else is not. Nope. See? The frustrations. Let's hop over to Bitcoin before I make any decisions here. Let's see what Bitcoin's thinking about doing. Let's give it a refresh. Let's give it a refresh. No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. First and foremost, weekly chart. We're just going to start here. This bull cycle's bullish trend line, guys, okay? From the low to the touch of this candle low to this wick and up, we broke and closed below it. Do not ignore that. Could it mean absolutely nothing? 100%. Could it mean absolutely everything? Absolutely. We came up, we came down, came up. We do break there, and then we break again here. So let me do, I can't do the 2-week. That's all right. We'll draw appropriately here, right? We'll draw it appropriately. And then we broke again, but we grabbed this demand now. So here's the thing. Could this be the catalyst for something special? Real special. Absolutely. Money flow's holding up. We're overextended. We got hidden bullish divergence. This could absolutely be the catalyst, the fuel, the rocket fuel for something special. But it could also just be that bearish break we've for the bear market stuff, we've all been waiting for the retest into this zone somewhere, for the continuation down. And if this is the high, I mean, we're probably coming down anywhere from 63 down to 50. I wouldn't even argue $38,000, 40,000. I wouldn't argue it. I wouldn't bet an eye. I would just be looking for a strong reversal there, right? Don't panic when that stuff happens. Wait for your reversal and then pounce. Same thing down here, guys. What happened? Everyone started freaking out that you didn't know this at the time. I don't know what that is. Let's get rid of it. Right, we came down. This is the weekly. The problem is this is all internal on the weekly. Boom. Boom. Right, and then we break. And then we break again. SFP, we rotate down, grab liquidity, SFP again, and then we're off to the races. Is that a perfect setup? No. I would have actually loved to come down and grab this guy, but you can't win them all. I don't even think we fib it on the log scale. What if we take log off? Not even, not quite. Real close. At least on the Bybit chart, real close, but we didn't. But what did we do? We did it already. It didn't matter, but we came down right back into this demand, right? And it may be a different time frame. It may not be perfect on this. But for me, actually, I almost fucked that up. Right? We come up, we grab this liquidity, boom, 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 we rotate down, grab this liquidity. We did take the demand. We did take this demand, which is awesome. So once again, we don't have to come into order blocks. We don't, right? Yes, there's an inefficiency there, but we don't have to come into it. We have, we're more likely just to dip our toes into demand or supply, right? And it's exactly what we did. So if looking at it now, let's make this a number 2. We're gonna make it red because potential bear market. I don't even know if this is actual structure here. I can't tell. Let's see. Let's go lowest. Boom. Shakalaka. Yeah, perfect. I'm not even gonna dive into it. I'm just gonna say I agree. If we are to break here, right, and we are to come down, we break below this trend line, just like over here, guys, right? Actually, I'll have to go to this chart because it doesn't go back far enough here. Not this line, right? Because the COVID dump really, it kind of signified the bottom here for the most part. But if you're looking for something that called this cycle, I wouldn't do that. I would do this. Here's the break, and we're in the bear market. So, and if you look at it here, we close, right? We close below on the weekly, and it looks like we're extended, man. We have hidden bullish divergence. Maybe we'll pop, but we have huge bearish divergence. Money flow coming out, momentum waves coming out. But this money flow's a little thicker. We'll give it that. But we have a little baby pop, and then that continuation down. So if that does happen, there's a lot of, obviously, I would just say we'll blow through this. Obviously, we'd have to. And then, here we are. We're down here. And if we break below that, because we did not touch this, I don't believe. Let's see something. We didn't, but I mean, this candle rips. It's an iffy situation. Yeah. So, I mean, shit, we can come down to 50 grand all the way to 38. If we break below that, I mean, the low could be an SFP of that 34 all the way down to 30, we'll call it 32, 31, right? We could dip our toes into here, 31 to 28.5. I don't think that's very likely to come down that low. But if I really get into the nitty gritty of this macro look, I would not be surprised that we need an economical cool off, and that could really result in something scary for the markets, real estate, crypto, traditional markets, all that jazz. I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it does happen, I'm not going to panic. I'm going to use it as an opportunity to try and make a shit ton of money, right? And use that global correction to Brian's benefit, and then I will be hopefully chilling. So that's the macro on Bitcoin. Down to the daily. We're bearish. So if we do pop up anywhere from 10, we'll just call it 108. 108 down to 97.8 for the supply zone. If you really want to get into this this golden pocket action, I mean, even these wicks here, right? We SFP these wicks at 96.8. You can start looking for that rejection, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. But, closing above this, once again, it'd have to be a close in the weekly, which is 2 days away. Does not mean we're back off to the races. It doesn't mean that. right? The downward close means more than the upward close, in my opinion. So, with that being said, this is a bounce zone. I wish I can get I should have bought it before I hopped on stream. We come up to these levels, right? These are just rejection zones, right? This is the immediate rejection zone on the daily. Anything above this is still a rejection zone on that weekly chart. Maybe even the 2 week, maybe even the 3 week. I'm not sure. I can't look at it. I don't think I can, at least. 2 week, no. I can go to the monthly though. Yeah, see, monthly bounce zone. Monthly bounce zone. Yeah, and that monthly closes in 2 days. Well, 2 days, 9 hours. So, monthly, looking at the monthly, I mean, this is just the bounce zone. That's just the way it is. So, there's a lot in question here, guys. A lot in question, and there's a lot of economical stuff going on. Are we going to continue to cut interest rates? Excuse me. Are the tariffs truly in place? What's going on with China? What's going on with Russia? Inflation, is it really under control? Are we going to get those stimulus checks? Is it going to ruin all the progress? I mean, there's just a lot going on. So just keep an open mind, right? Play the charts. Don't play the news. Play the charts. If there is news, maybe scalp it in and out, but overall, just play it careful. Not American, but it's been good, even though, yeah, not a boy. Thanks, Fluff. Yeah, cool. All right. Perfect. You see, bounce. We came right into this. You can't make this shit up. But this is, it's not on the 5. Oops. I wanted to go to the 6, but I don't have the 6 there. So we'll just do the 3. Because this is what it would be potentially, right? And we dip our toes into it and we go, if we break above this, well, maybe we look for longs. It's that time to start picking a direction and go. So Bitcoin in the hourly, we did break bullish. Bitcoin in the 2 hour, we did not. Right? So what does that mean? That means that until we break above this guy, right? Close above on a 2 hour chart, we're still bearish. We're still in supply. So hourly's built bullish. Great. If you got in a long, if you caught this SFP and you took it up to here, and then you caught this guy and you took it up to here, because you don't know where we're going to reject in this zone, right? If we had this change down here, and you got in here, yeah, you could shave a little bit off here, and then you could ride it up into here somewhere. But the structure is just not given that way. I'm not saying we're not going to rip. I'm not saying we're going to dump. I'm just saying these are TP locations, right? Because in theory, a 2 hour is the 3 hour, the 3 hour is the 4 hour, so I'd be going by the 4 hour. I mean, it may even be a 5 or a 6. I don't know. Yeah, so if we don't break, actually, if we don't close above it on the 4 hour, as of what I'm seeing right now, it could be a 5 or 6. I don't know. We're going to rotate back down now. Are we going to rotate all the way back down? Maybe. But even if we close up here, I don't know what the higher time frame looks like, unfortunately, right now. But it doesn't mean all-time highs. It just means we're going to go until we bang our heads on some other resistance and then come down, and then we may have another long for another high. Or we could rip, but I mean, that's typically just what it does, right? That's what it did on the way down, right? Down, break, retest, break, retest, break, retest, break. Just what happens, what it does. Okay. Soul's bullish. Did we come back down into this? We did not. Why am I on Soul here? I want ETH. West. Or East. I thought you said West. SFP, SFP, this could be another SFP. I mean, 4 looks kind of bullish though. Bearish divergence, yes. But overall, let's see something quick. Yeah, we got some range here, right? This may not be a daily, but maybe it's a 12-hour or 16-hour. I don't know. That rejected there. We have a little bit of liquidity up here towards the 786 of the daily pull. This looks like it also would want to roll over soon, but we do have local-wise bullish daily divergence. There's a lot of, this is one of those, which I probably should do anyways, and the amount of money shouldn't make sense. But if I had a lot of money, I'd probably just say, fuck this, I'll come back next week. Enjoy the holiday, enjoy today, enjoy the weekend. Let's see what happens, right? Because I'll find an entry regardless. Oh, excuse me. But I have, if I let it play out a little bit longer, and I don't even think about it, I guarantee you, I would cancel out a potential loss of a trade. So either way, I'm gonna be very cautious. I got to be very cautious here. There's no other way, right? It's it's not screaming reversal to me, so I kind of want to say continuation, but it could still do this and then continue from here. So I don't know. I don't know just yet. I don't know. Like the 30-minute, this looked bad, right? Bit bullish. Bearish divergence, bearish divergence, bearish divergence, bearish divergence. Money flow's about to come out. Doesn't mean shit all the time, but 45-minute, same jazz. Bearish divergence, double top, bearish divergence. 15-minute, what we got? Bearish divergence. I mean, but here we go. Bullish divergence with bullish curvature, money flow in the green. So it's a little bit all over the place, guys. Just take your time. Be patient. There's no rush in this shit right now. The volume's going to suck. It's going to do what it wants to do regardless. Just don't get caught up, right? Don't get caught up. Don't lose all your fucking money in a little baby range trying to get a move, right? Like if you guys were like this guy, this would have fucking tore me up if I was over leveraged a couple years ago. This would have, right? You would have gotten in here, been like, oh, it's going cool, I'm in. And then I wouldn't have taken profit, and then we would have came back down and stopped me out, and then I'm like, all right, we're going, and then I would have saw this guy, and then I would have panic sold, my stop loss would have been here, and then I would have gotten stopped out, and then it would have went. You know, there's just a lot. So just take your time, guys. Play it patiently. What I was looking for was this, but then again, remember, guys, trend lines don't mean shit. Trend lines are a good place to take profit. They're good indications of a reversal, but we have mixing signs right now. So until it really starts to point one way, then I'm like, oh yeah, we broke the trend line. We got huge bullish divergence or huge curvature, nice trigger waves, structure saying up. We broke the 2-hour, yada, yada, yada. All right, I'm taking this fucking trade. And I'm not just taking this trade there. I'm taking this trade all the way back up to here somewhere. It's not right now for me. It's just not. I think that's all I got. I think that's all I got. Moral of the story is, who knows? I'm not swinging anything right now. Nothing is a swing trade for Brian. Everything is treated as a scalp, you know, plus or minus. I see bearish divergence. You still technically got it, but what about the RSI? Hold on a second. Yeah, we have it here too. We don't have it spread out, but we have it here. What about the 3? We still have it here, guys, right? We still have it here. Bearish divergence. We're dropping and we're resetting. And we have bearish divergence here. It's not confirmed yet, right? Nothing's confirmed yet. But, you know, if it were to roll over, it would make sense. But now you get up to the 4-hour and we don't have bearish divergence. And the 4-hour is more important than everything else. That's lower, right? But we do have it here, right? On the hourly, it's like really strong. You don't need bearish divergence on the 4-hour to go down. But the 1-hour bearish divergence doesn't mean that we're going down, right? It just doesn't. This is not taking candy from my baby right now. This is Right now, this particular, what are we doing here? It's tough. It's tough trading. To me, I'm inclined to say I think we're going to go up at some point. I think we're going to have a little relief pump. Um, the question is, are we going to do something like this and then go? Or are we just going to rip? So, I don't know. Take it all with a grain of salt. Take it all with a grain of salt. Oh, kitty cat. Do your own research, guys. Do your own back testing. Yeah, like look at this, right? If you were to nice little retest. See, like if you start pulling this stuff, go back to your roots, or my roots at least, is what I used to do. Until I got burned too many fucking times. We have, right? We have nice curvature. We have nice curvature. So it would make sense to pump. How high? I don't know. But it would make sense. All right, let's see. I'm sure on a different time frame. It is correct. We broke bearish. I remember that. I was looking at it. And then here we are. We SFP'd bullish again. We come down, and now we really broke bullish. So, see, this is what I mean, too, by be patient, guys. Like, if it's not saying too much, if it's not screaming at you, unless you know how to trade the range well, and you can make a fuck ton of money here. You can make more money in this range than you can on this particular move, more often than not, if you know what you're doing. But I prefer to catch this move, right? I prefer to catch this move. This is Brian's thing. Oh my God. Retest and boom. That's what I like to do. It's just how it makes me feel good. It's how my brain works. So trade your strat. Yeah, see? Bullish divergence, trigger wave. Here we go. Maybe. I don't know. And it's within that window that we start to pick a direction, right? If you're gonna get in a trade, guys, and 4 a.m. to 7, no, 8 almost, yeah, 8 o'clock. I tend to get out before New York Open, especially if we are heading down, right? We're heading down, but we're bullish. So I'm not gonna, whoa, easy. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't take the trade because I'm sure, well, I know on the 15 we're bearish, right? But market's about to open. It's not open yet, and typically we'll hold structure, right? We're still going to range until we figure out what we want to do. So if you got in on something like that, if you got in on the short and you see this order block here on the 15-minute, and you know we're bullish on the 5, why are you going to round trip it? Take your fucking profits, man, and wait. Just wait, right? Just wait. Take your profits. This would be, here, let's see something quick, actually. Let's see something here. Internal stuff. You know what? I would just pull the fib. You pull the fib. Let's say you set it, right? Set it and forget it. Perfect. Right? You do 786. You cover your 886, and you target. It was the 15-minute. You risk 1%. You got 10 G's. You made $500 before New York opened. Right? That's why I like lower time frames, because the R&R is that much better. But it's a 5 R&R. It's a 5 R&R. You know, it's you risk 2%, which I'm more inclined to do. You make a grand before the fucking market even opens, right? And then you drop back down. You see this bullish divergence, and you break, right? You come up. You don't get into this one. You don't like it, but then we come right back down. Here we are, right? Come in, we tap into it, and now you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I think I'm liking long, right? Get rid of the fucking oscillator. Don't let it skew you. I talk about that all the time. Oh, I wish I had the 2 minute. This is all internal, right? This is all. Actually, it's not on this time frame. Excuse me. I mean, what more are you looking for? You know, what are you looking for? SFP, 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 SFP. And we dipped our toes in. I mean, shit, if you're really paying attention here, this SFP right here, you can market smash this all day long. But that's a tough one. I wouldn't expect that. I wouldn't expect that. Boom, boom. Probably target there too, but I mean, optimistically, I mean, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but. And then I'm going to assume we're going to take this high. 43.92. Take 50% out there. Risking 2%. 16,000. If you were to take that multi-TP, you are looking at $9,200. I just a 2 TP system. You can also do this too. I mean, this you can't really. Why aren't you working? Maybe this. Now you add another TP to the equation. $7,400 trade. You only have 10 grand, guys. You made 100%. Just about. Well, 70%. Let's just do the easy math here. But you know, and then if you really wanted to, you can add another one, right? You can add another TP. You can just keep adding them, but you know that. Let's just do this. Let's do this actually. Let's just say we come right up to there. Make it 4 grand even if we come up to here. You know, with a third T. With that, this is your third and final TP. So it's a lot of money. It's only a $10,000 account, right? Now you compound. And then, you know, or if you get convinced that we're going to go down, no, we don't want that. If you get convinced we're going to come down, like, let's just say, I don't know, let's just say you mark it in here, right? And you cover the high. You're like, you know what? I don't know. I think we're going for the low again. I think we're going lower. I think lower is the answer. $1,300. Right? I mean, and the goal is to add a 0 to this account, right? Boom. 13,000. One trade. May take a while, but still. So just be patient. Grow that account. But don't let this choppy shit chop you up, right? Like what you should be doing. Draw your structure, guys. Draw your structure. Me, I have this, but this is internal, so you draw it up. I know that's not perfect. It's okay. It's okay. Right? Remember, we did flip bearish, guys. We did flip bearish. That's technically didn't happen. This is internal. Internal of internal. So if you're already getting anything, guys, like, right, like this is your trade here. We came in, we come down, or we break, come up. You know, you're looking to take a trade down here and run it back up. Right? 786, you got some order blocks covered a low. However you want to work it, you guys got to figure out what works best for you for your strategy. But, you know, and you probably would have gotten shaken out. I mean, that's okay too. But, I mean, on some time frame, I know I missed a pull there. It's okay. And then we go. All right, we didn't close below this guy. You getting down here, you hold to the top. You know, maybe you see this order block here. There's going to be an order block here, I guarantee. Even whether this one is or not, there's going to be one. Maybe you TP a little bit here. You come back down. Maybe you add. I don't fucking know. You guys do what you got to do. I got a little piece of this pie here. I did. This particular one. I did not get a piece of this pie. I got a piece of this pie. It's a nice bounce. So, yeah. I can't. Structurally speaking, it looks like it should go short, but then again, here we are, right? I don't know. Who knows? Not me. All right, that's all I got, guys. That's really all I got. Happy trading. Have a good weekend. Remember, volume today's probably going to be shit, so if you see something great, go for it. But don't start market smashing long, short, long, short. Don't if we do start a little baby range, don't chase it. Just wait for your time, right? Like this guy here, right? Bullish divergence, bullish divergence. You know, if you wanted to attack here, great, right? Stop loss down here somewhere after we get a little bit higher. And you see we're flagging, You know, if you want to add or get in somewhere here with this trigger wave, I mean, you know, it's all you, right? But I mean, if we were to drop down 30-minute, just for the sake of argument, which Brian loves a good debate, right? We break bearish, we break bullish. Yeah, no, we don't have the 2 candle rule here, but on a different time, maybe on the 15 we will. You got this trigger wave here, like a boom, boom. You take it. But that stuff comes with time. You know, you have to. These are the type of trades where you have to be staring at the chart, being like, all right, all stars align. Like I'm going to add. I TP'd. I'm going to throw it back in. I'm going to reduce margin to throw it right back in with higher leverage to higher my position because I have enough. I have enough cushion, so on and so forth. But guys, appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to like the video. Throw a comment in there, huh? Tell me to kick rocks or something, and we'll catch you guys next time.